Adopting a child can be an exciting but a long and difficult process. A British Columbia MLA and his partner thought they'd found a match, only to then have their sexual orientation stand in the way. The CBC's Chris Brown has this story.
After 2 years of waiting, it seemed the stork had finally arrived for married couple Romy and Spencer Chandra Herbert.
There was a baby who'd been abandoned by their family. They were looking for a new home. Romy and I met the match, we thought. They said, you know, culturally, we could offer support.
Without explaining why, the social worker seemed to think a mixed-race family would be best, first to foster and then adopt the baby. But later that day, they were told the cultural fit was trumped by the fact the couple is gay. The baby's extended family had called the adoption off.
There shouldn't be barriers in the way of providing loving homes to kids. We're approved for adoption. We're approved to foster. For an extended family who has no interest in looking after the kid to step in the way and say, no, you can't provide a loving home for that family, I think it's just wrong.
I'm pretty sad about it, absolutely.
Being a gay parent isn't particularly newsworthy anymore in Canada. There are at least 1,000 in BC alone, and roughly 20% of same-sex couples with kids are men. Still, social workers say a birth family or extended members of it don't need to justify their wishes.
It's important that we match those families as closely as we can, because we hope that there is potential to build openness. And even in this situation, it sounds like openness is not a possibility at the moment. It may be in the future, so we need to make sure that's a possibility for the child.
Ready? Randy Simpson and his partner adopted Jack. He now helps other gay couples with adoption, and his message is that this is just a single example of many things you just can't control.
We had a connection with a birth mother who was 2 months pregnant, and by the time she was 7 months pregnant, after keeping contact with us, she decided to parent herself. So again, these things happen, and it's just important to not take them personally.
On Facebook, though, where Romy and Spencer Chandra Herbert first told their story, sentiment is clearly on their side.
You know, we're not giving up.
And we're not deterred by this process at all.
Or, as one friend told them, it'll happen when it's meant to. Chris Brown, CBC News, Vancouver.